Hi everyone, it's Captain Magpie's YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I'll be reviewing the Gather Round 5 Clash of the AFL season. If you are returning Captain Magpies, welcome, share if you're new to the channel, watch this for the first time, welcome, share, and subscribe. How I did this, I'll go through the games, have a chat about it, and we'll see how we go. And you guys can have your say as well. Now, if you been enjoying my content and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the like button as well. Can the Adelaide Crows get the job done at the Adelaide Oval, or can the Cats cause an upset? Can the Magpies make it 3 wins in a row and Gathering and 10 or 11 wins in a row at the Adelaide Oval, or would the Swans cause an upset and win a Gather Round in the VFL side? Can North Melbourne get their second win of the season, or can and defeat the Gold Coast Suns, or the Gold Coast Suns be undefeated? The battle of who can get the wins on the board? Can Carlton get their first win on the board, or will we see West Coast getting the job done? Can their Western Bulldogs respond after a disappointing loss last week, or can the Brisbane Lions continue on their winning form and be undefeated? Can Melbourne finally get their first win on the board, or can Essendon get their second win on the board? Can Richmond get their second win on the board at Barossa Park, or can the Dockers continue on their form from last week? Can the Saints make it 4 wins and a loss, or can the Giants continue on their winning ways? Can the Power cause an upset against the Hawks in the battle of the prelim final rematch, or can the Hawks get the job done? Now, we will go back to Thursday night footy when the Crows got the job done by 19 points. Now, they were 30 points down in the second quarter, and they came from nowhere to win 18-11, 119 to 15-10, 100s, and that was a really good win by Geelong. Adelaide have chucked. That's 2 losses in a row now. Geelong did come off a game where they played on the Friday night, and while the Crows did play on the Saturday, so it was a lot easier for Gold Coast for Geelong than it is to Adelaide. It was hot conditions last week, but having said that, great win by the Cats as well. The Magpies 16-13, 109 defeated the Saints 12-6, 78. Now, this is the second team that we've beaten that played in finals contention. We know that the Bulldogs played in finals contention. They had injuries as well, so that was definitely a tick. Beat Port Adelaide, who played in the prelim final in round 1, and also defeated the Blues, who played in the finals last year in the elimination final. So to get the job done like we did is such, good. So it really does show that if you beat a grand final side from last year, and yes, it is a different lineup because they got injuries, but we didn't have Gory, we didn't have Houston, we didn't have Lockie Schultz as well. So that's probably a good thing that we're able to win. But it felt like we were in control, like 16-13, 109 to 12-6, 78. Like I said, it definitely did felt like that we had them at arm's length and they couldn't really get the job done. And we really couldn't do anything. We block off the corridor. They couldn't get the running game going as much as they wanted to do. But at the end of the day, I'd take the win over any team as well. The Gold Coast Suns second half was superb. 21-15, 141 to 13-11, 89. Now, they were very competitive up until half time, but then after that, they just dominated by kicking 5 goals to 5 in that third quarter, and then really 7 goals to 5 in that last quarter. Look, it was an interesting contest as well, the way that the Gold Coast Suns did play. They certainly showed a fair bit as well, and if they continue on their winning ways as well, why not? So there's certainly improvement in this team. Cannot wait to see what they can actually do, but something that we'll just have to wait and see as well. Carlton win by 71 points, believe it or not. 79, 121, 6, 14, 50. Did stream the game, and it wasn't the greatest game to stream. They kicked 4 goals, 5 in that second quarter. They could have kicked a lot more accurately as well. The third quarter, they did lift it up a little bit, but there were times where that Carlton turned the footy over and West Coast were able to intercept. Yeah, they kicked 6 goals, 14, and they had the chances to really kick straight. But in the end, so did Carlton. Handball and over the top, like the Charlie Curnow handball. Then could have kicked going, he could have had as well. So the amount of opportunities that they had, this could have been a 100-point win. You take the win and you move on to North Melbourne as well, and it was very hot at the Adelaide Oval as well. So there's not much you can say out of it. You just take the win. It's nothing to be really good about that performance. It's just something that you often see as well. Brisbane 18-10, 118 defeated the Dogs 14-30, 97, and they won by 21 points. Now, the biggest lead that they really got out to was absolutely superb. 39 points to come back and win like that is such a good form. Unfortunately, it's not going to get you over the line every single week, and teams are going to start making it difficult for you. It's going to be hard for Brisbane. Got Collingwood on the Thursday night up at the Gabba, who played on the Friday night. They got less days to prepare than Collingwood do, but great win on what you do say. But at the end of the day, it's not good to keep doing that. You have to start off the games really well. Essendon won by 39 points, well, you expected that. 15-6, 9-6, 8, 9-57. Look, inaccurately, you can say that, especially in that first quarter, but since then it was all Essendon. Melbourne just can't get their hands on the ball. They cannot score. There's a lot of question marks on Melbourne right about now, and pressure's on Simon Goodwin. Yeah, you see the man for the job. Who knows? But credit to the Bombers when they played well. I think that third quarter they allow Melbourne kick 5 goals 2. They only kick 3 goals 1. So they really let themselves down a little bit. But they meant to kick 5 goals 1. So they dominated for 3.5 quarters as well. Got to enjoy the win while you can. Freo won by 61 points. 16-12, 187, 547. They were very competitive. Only trailing by 2 points at quarter time, and by about 8 points at halftime as well. So it was a very good half by Richmond, but then they kicked away a little bit Fremantle and certainly got the job done when they needed to. So you've got to be happy with that, the way that they played, and simple fact is that they did what they need to do, and they had to get the win to keep the win streak going. The Giants won by 28 points, 16-14, 110 12, 10 82. Look, they were just too good in the end. I like their gather round guarantees as well. I thought they were really nice. I don't think there was much of a clash in that. But having said that too, the opportunities that they had, they probably they had less disposals and less kicks and less handballs, but they had 11 more inside 50s as well. And the difference was 75% disposal efficiency, 71%, and 31% from 16 goals from 51 inside 50s to 19%, 12 goals and 62 inside 50s, free kick counts, 19-15. Can't really complain. They dominated the hit-outs, won the clearances. Second clearances they won, stoppage clearances they won the Giants, and St Kilda won the centre clearances. But then the uncontested and the contested possessions they won pretty convincingly. Turnover 6-7, 62, and 6-7 to 63 to 6-7 intercepts as well. They took 105 marks again. You can't allow them to do that. 16-14 marks inside 50 and 10-5 contested marks as well. 5 rushed behind the Giants and only 2 for the Saints as well. So very convincing win by the Giants. Got the job done as well. Port Adelaide won by 30 points and to win their second game of the season, 18-13 under 21 to 14-7-91. They deserve to win this, Port Adelaide. Look, all the build-up, especially by Hawthorn, like, oh, you know, we're going to remember it, you know, we're going to do something. How about you just shut up, Hawthorn? You like dishing out, but you can't take it when you're on the receiving end. Now, it's okay for you guys to dish it out, but then you guys can't take it when it's your turn to take it. And they started fighting as well. You could tell they were rattled, and especially the way they play. They were over 70 points in front, so they definitely they could have won by a lot more. 71 points in that second quarter, and they fought back. But having said that too, a great win by the Power, did what they need to do. Hawthorn did kick 7 goals too in that last quarter. That was the only, good thing about it, and they kicked 4 goals in the third quarter. And they really dominated the second half to a certain extent. But Port Adelaide did what they needed to, and they were just undisciplined Hawthorn as well. And look, is it over? No. Do I call them pretenders? Yes, I do. I didn't believe the hype, but having said that too, gonna come up against teams that are gonna figure you out. You know, your first month of the season's been great. Now you just got to keep it going and be consistent with it. And if you can't, then you're just going to get beaten. Geelong on Easter Monday should be a tough game with less days to prepare. Like Geelong, they play on Thursday night, so they have more days to prepare, unlike Hawthorn did as well. So again, that's going to be the danger signs. They probably might beat West Coast and Hall and Richmond. But having said that too, if they come out against Geelong and Geelong played a lot better than this, then we do have problems going forward as well, and definitely as the weeks go by as well. So great win by the Power, all the credit to them as well. Credit to all the teams that have won. Again, some teams you are on alert watch as well. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to drop a like. Also drop a sub. Bye for now.